combo mirrors. All right.
Combo fans out there, you know what? Matthias says this is all about silence. I'd like to hear from you guys. If you're a combo player, tweet to us at SCG Live. What do you think? Which one of these two players? Is it Tess or Ad Nauseam Tendrils? Which one has the advantage?
Okay, it's not all about anything. Okay, this is game 2 with the Ad Nauseam deck. Actually, Eric Rill has managed to pull out game 1 despite despite the fact that Royce Walter did have four silences. So the interesting part about especially this combo mirror, well, one question would be whether either player can go off at instant speed, would be the question you'd ask. The answer to that appears to be no. I don't believe either player has a brain freeze kill in their deck. So there's some of the interactions lost there. A lot of times when you have a storm mirror, players will start storming off each other's storm. It does appear that both players, their main win condition is just going to be the Tendrils of Agony kill. So because of that, this is going to be a little more of a racing matchup than it is going to be, a chess match. Both players are going to try to go off very quickly. They're going to see who can assemble the combo first. It's going to be some disruption in the forms of duresses, silences, and actually post-board we're going to get other things like Xantid Swarms. They're going to be trying to stop the other one from comboing or disrupting their own combo.
So who has, do you think, in your opinion, I know you said that you really like these kinds of mirrors. I told you I like control mirrors to play myself. I like red mirrors. Those are the mirrors I feel like I know. I would not want to switch places with either of these people. I think if I sat down, it would be very bad for me. Who do you think has the edge?
Well, I would say originally that Royce Walter has the edge. He's the one playing silences, so that gives him a really good way to interact with Eric's deck. Basically, Eric can't go for the kill immediately there's some kinds of kills he can go for, and Ad Nauseam's okay. If he plays an Ad Nauseam and in response he gets silenced by Royce Walter, he won't be able to win that turn, but he will have a full hand. He may be able to reload and actually get the full combo. What that means is, though, if he suspects a silence, it'll be a lot harder for him to go for the count to 10 kill of Tendrils if he goes for, by that I mean, the LED Infernal Tutor into Past in Flames Tendrils of Agony. You can get up to there's kind of this game of chicken where he can get up to a certain storm and then he'll get silenced, and that can be really backbreaking for him. So he has to, play around those. He's gonna have to duress first before going for a kill. Things also get a little tougher for him after board. While he has surgical extractions in his own board, which are very good here, Royce Walter has extra Cabal therapies in his board. He also has, he has ill-gotten gains. He has a couple more ways to combo.
We have a question from Twitter. What's the difference between these two decks? What's Tess? What's Ad Nauseam? We'll be quick about this answer just because we want to get to the match in progress.
All right. So basically they're in the same shell. Ad Nauseam Tendrils. I mean, both of these decks actually do play Ad Nauseam in them. Tess usually banks more on silences, and it's based on what kind of disruption you want. A Tess deck will play Silence or Orm's Chant and then just try to combo off the entire way, whereas usually an Ad Nauseam deck has a lot more disruption in it in the forms of I believe in duresses and a couple of other, it usually has a little more disruption, a little more tutor, a little more ritualing in it.
We see the first disruption in play, Royce Walter. Wow, what a call. Two Lion's Eye Diamonds hit by a single Cabal therapy. Look at that look on Eric Rill's face. It doesn't matter. One of the people on our Twitter stream said, you know what? I think Eric Rill's going to win. He's got kitties on his shirt. They did not protect him from a Cabal therapy.
Yeah. I guess another difference, Eric will be playing 4 Cabal rituals. There generally will not be Cabal rituals in a Test deck.
Duress coming back on the other side.
All right, so Duress, not as much of a skill shot there. It's he just gets to have one of the cards. We did see the therapy hit the 2 Lion's Eye Diamonds. So on the way back, he sees Chrome Mox, he sees Dark Ritual, he sees Burning Wish, he sees Rite of Flame. He's going to go ahead and take the Burning Wish, basically leaving Walter with the all mana hand.
Okay. Turbo nothing, but you know what? All that nothing needs to get going is a Ad Nauseam.
Right, so Ad Nauseam is, the card, Ritual into Ad Nauseam is one of the great plays here. Basically, both players are going to try to recover from what the other person has done to them right now. They'll be looking for cantrips in the forms of their Brainstorms and their Ponders. There are 2 Preordains in Eric's deck, so he has a little bit more functionality. You know, he has a little bit more cantripping going on.
Yeah, Tess has the access to the Burning Wish as well. And the thing that it gives up, Eric Rill has more disruption instead of the Burning Wishes.
Yeah, well, Tess will be playing things like Rite of Flame and Burning Wish, and it'll be out of its sideboard, be playing, you know, another copy of Tendrils, a Past in Flames. It'll be playing an Ill-Gotten Gains, which you can use to up its Storm, whereas Ad Nauseam doesn't use a Burning Wish package.
Yeah.
Ad Nauseam has more rituals, and yeah, it has just more rituals in the deck and a little more cantripping in its main to do the same thing.
Both of these decks can, of course, play the Burning Wish, but we see a Brainstorm main phase.
All right, so the Brainstorm hits into, that's the Ad Nauseam we were talking about. It looks like there's a land. It's early, and I believe the third card, well, I'm not sure on the third card, but it looks like a Duress, I believe. So the question is, he has to count whether or not he's going to be able to chain up to an Ad Nauseam this turn. It looks like he does not have the mana to be able to do that yet.
He puts the Ad Nauseam back on top to hide it.
Right, he doesn't want it to get duressed here. That Dark Confidant is going to be really strong on Eric's side of the board, mainly because when both players, you know, chew up each other's hands like they have, Bob helps you be the first one to recover, and hopefully be the first one to easily combo out.
Chrome Mox removes Silence. We see that Dark Confidant. Look at that. Bob, the nickname for our Dark Confidant play there, Bob is going to supply a steady stream of cards that are going to make it much easier for Eric Rill to be able to combo off. Now, on the chance that Royce is able to get to his Ad Nauseam in time, remember, Eric Rill does not have Silence to stop him from being able to win right away.
Right, Eric's disruption is in the form of Duress, which is why Royce held on the top of his deck that Ad Nauseam. The first Silence went onto the Chrome Mox because there was a second Silence in Walter's hand. Remember, right now, Walter has access to 3 mana. The Rite of Flame makes it 4. He doesn't have 5 mana, nor does he actually have the double black necessary to cast Ad Nauseam.
Okay. Eric Rill pondering this Duress. What will he remove?
Well, there's a couple ways he can approach this. He's almost certainly going to remove the Silence. That's what stops him from comboing. I think if one of the Lextra lands was also black, we would have seen Eric would have actually gotten rid of.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow. Duress. Naked hit on the Ad Nauseam stranded in Eric Rill's hand. That is some scary stuff. You can see that Brainstorm a couple of cards down. I wonder if he hadn't thought to bury his Ad Nauseam for later.
Now, one of the things you should know, this Ad Nauseam, even Ant, usually only plays 1 Ad Nauseam, and that's actually true in Eric's deck. So one of the questions you may think is, okay, without Ad Nauseam, how does Ad Nauseam Tendrils win? Well, what he usually is going to have to do now is set up a bunch of rituals, and he's going to Infernal Tutor, finding a Past in Flames, cast all his rituals again, flashback his Infernal Tutor, then Tendrils his opponent.
Yeah, now, if Royce gets disrupted on the way back by Eric, for example, there's an Ad Nauseam on top of Royce's deck. If Eric is able to successfully disrupt him as well, that Dark Confidant also could provide an alternate kill. Just disrupt while you attack. And then maybe even a little mini Tendrils. You could do a Tendrils for, say, 8, for, say, 10, and have that be enough.
Yeah, well, the Dark Confidant's really important here, because basically what it means is that if both players just continue disrupting each other, Eric's getting 2 cards to Royce's 1. Royce can't really let this game go very long, because Bob will just keep drawing cards. So basically, Royce is going to draw his Ad Nauseam. As we know, he has 4 mana, but he only has single black. He's going to have to find that 5th mana, hopefully a black mana, before Bob and these cantrips in Eric's deck finds another Duress.
Eric Rill dramatically attacks with Dark Confidant, picks it up, drops it down, lays a second Dark Confidant.
All right, so now he's going to have to find this second black mana source very quickly. Rill's going to be drawing 3 cards a turn.
Oh. Bob says 0 on Polluted Delta, Bob says 1 on Ponder, and then Eric Rill gets to draw again on top of it. How devastating.
Right, so we see a land, a Ponder. I'm not sure on the 3rd black card he just drew there, but he's going to get to see a lot of cards here, and this may be all the cards he needs to see. There's an Lion's Eye Diamond and an Infernal Tutor on the top of his deck. That's going to be able to set up his combo fairly quickly.
Yeah, if not this turn, then certainly next turn.
Yeah, depending on what he has, he does have the Brainstorm in hand, so he actually can get any or all of those cards. I think we may see him go for it this turn.
We see the Brainstorm.
Right, so this is the second spell of the turn. What he's going to do is the spell he's going to keep. We'll try to play along here. He does have so basically the plan is he's going to try to play a Lion's Eye Diamond. He's going to Infernal Tutor, and then with the Infernal Tutor on the stat, crack a Lion's Eye Diamond to then make the Infernal Tutor become Hellbent to become a Demonic Tutor. Now before doing that, he's going to Brainstorm here because it'll help him find a Lotus Petal, which is another spell. It's another mana. It helps him get rid of some of the cards he doesn't want. Remember, he's going to be discarding some of these cards to the Lion's Eye Diamond. Before he does this, he will likely burn off any rituals in his hand. I believe he has at least one Dark Ritual.
Lion's Eye Diamond, when it was printed as supposedly a fixed Black Lotus. But you know what? It doesn't feel that fixed when you're playing in Legacy.
Yeah. Third spell of the turn is Dark Ritual. Now he has 3 black mana in his pool. And now we are going to see, I think, the 0 mana artifacts come out. Actually, we'll see a Cabal Ritual. He just established Threshold, so that will actually move him up 3 more mana to 6 black mana put in his pool, 4 spells in the turn, 5, 6 spells. That 6th spell now means that Tendrils of Agony is a lethal card.
Oh, there it is. Infernal Tutor in response, sacrifice the Lion's Eye Diamond, bringing the mana into the pool before the card is put in his hand.
No reason to get fancy. He has enough Storm. He's going to go ahead and cast Tendrils, and that should be all they wrote. Eric Rill wins 2-0 over Royce Walter.
That is 3 2-0 wins thus far. We have one last match in our top 8. Dustin Taylor versus Justin Uppel. They are in Game 3 as we speak.
Yeah, in that matchup, what he ended up seeing proving to be really relevant, Eric Rill had 4 Dark Confidants in the sideboard. There are no Dark Confidants in the sideboard for Royce Walter. What that means is when you have those games where each player tears each other's hand apart, Rill is a heavy favorite to be the one to recover.
Now, I believe you had said that you had predicted that the Epic Storm would win. Now, the thing about it is, let's pretend, for the sake of argument, that Epic Storm had a 80% matchup in this. I'm just saying, as a random generic number. Even if it was the case that it had an 80% matchup, it still can lose. It can still lose 2-0.
Well, a lot of